What's up, nerds? Welcome to Nintendo Power Block for June 1st, 2018. Yes, E3 is only 9 days away. It's happening. It's going to start soon. We'll know a lot of things in a couple weeks. We will have an E3 breakdown show. It's going to be a good time. Joining me as always is that retro code, Edward Varnell.
Skype.
I know. Yeah, we had some
together.
We had some technical difficulties, and it was a good time.
Yes,
it was a good time. So, but besides that, how are you doing, Ed? How are you doing?
I am doing fine. Just trying to stay cool now. It actually felt good yesterday with a little bit of rain. Hot. Like, please go back to being cool.
Yeah, it's been real muggy here, like real muggy. I'm like, just rain, and then we wake up in the morning and let it just be nice out. But
right.
It hasn't done that yet. Just hasn't done it yet. So, but other than that, I'm good. I'm good, man. Got that Pokemon announcement. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's a. I was thinking about this. At first I was kind of upset, right? Because it's just like, upset's not the right word. I was a little thrown off.
Down.
No, I wasn't even that. I was a little thrown off by we're gonna mix old Gen 1 Pokemon style game and map and characters and stuff with the Pokemon Go mechanic of catching them and stuff, and I mean, we're not going to talk about it this episode because I did put the mini block up on the Power Block feed. So if you guys want to download it and listen to our Pokemon discussion, you can download it. But I just want to say, the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, this is going to be a good way to ease me back into Pokemon because I haven't played for so long, right? At least haven't played hardcore in a while, and it's like. I re-downloaded Pokemon Go to my phone. I'm like, I'm gonna try to see what these new features are. I want to get acclimated to the throwing mechanic, that kind of thing. I want to get acclimated to getting used to that style of gameplay before these games come out, because I really want to give these games a chance because there are aspects of Pokemon that I like in it, and I want to explore Kanto in a 3D world style thing, and I think it's gonna be fun. I just wanted to I was thinking about it a lot today at work because I was driving and a lot of people on podcasts and stuff were talking about Pokemon, and I was like, for somebody who would love to be hardcore into that scene again, but doesn't have the time, this might be the perfect way for me to get that fix. So
I can see that.
So, especially with that. I'm going to have at that point, by the time these games come out, I'm going to have a 5-month-old hanging off my leg. So, man, I can't believe that within 6 weeks, I'm going to have a kid, 7 weeks, whatever it is. So,
are you excited, nervous?
Honestly, I'm
still planning?
No, we're not really planning. We have everything ready. We have everything here. Physically, everything's in place for when this thing gets dropped into our lives. Right. But mentally, I haven't, it still hasn't, clicked yet, I think it's clicked. Yeah. It's definitely clicked more for Sana than me so far. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to, get everything in order, because, I'm going to miss some shows, especially the first couple weeks. Trying to get acclimated to a schedule and everything, so we're just gonna move into what we've been playing because it kind of feeds into this topic a little bit. I really haven't played too much. I've been in. So okay, this is how my thought process went last night. Right, Sana went to bed early because she was tired. Right, I'm like,
yeah,
it's only 9 o'clock. I'm gonna stay up and game. Right. So yeah. I was flipping through my Xbox. Nothing was I'm too tired to put time into a game that's going to take a lot of effort or thought. So I turn on my Switch. I played one round of Puyo Puyo Tetris. I'm like, this isn't clicking with me either. So I came over to my computer and I started working. And I was like, and I've been planning to do this for a while, but like, I just made a new intro for Nerds Gone Rogue. I just made a new intro for that show. I'm like, oh well, that's done. Sweet. So, but yeah, man, I was up till like 1:30 working on that thing last night. It took me 4.5 hours to find clips, capture gameplay, edit it all, and like since I'm using iMovie, which is like the free movie maker that comes with my MacBook, I'm just like I had to edit and process like 6 different times to get all the layers to line up. So I was just like, huh, okay, well, that works. So that's but everything is downloaded to my Xbox hard drive, so now it's all ready to like transfer over. Thank God, it's done. It only took a week. It literally took a week. Like I literally had like 12 things left this morning to install, and I turned on the TV to see how far it was done updating, and it's done. It literally took a week because I got it last Thursday, and we're recording this show on Thursday, so yeah. Yep.
Wow.
But it's done. There's 189 games on my hard drive. And like 40 of them have 4K assets downloaded already. So
wow.
I'm very excited to finally like now put this thing through its paces and be like, okay, it's time. I want to see, like, I mean, I don't have the right TV for this setup yet, but like I know it does certain things for 1080p TVs as well. Plus, I don't think my TV's HDR capable because it's so old, but like it still emulates the effects of HDR a little bit. So like, maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow night if we don't start Pod and Play tomorrow night. Season 3, by the way, coming September 1st. Check out Ninja Showcase starting June 23rd. But like, subscribe, and share. YouTube.com/NGR
It's so
Radio.
funny. It's so funny.
NGRradio.com.
You did mention Ninja Showcase on one episode on the 16th, and that was the 23rd.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
But the 23rd is the official day. We had a scheduling problem, and we changed it because I think that's the week after E3. We still probably will be like getting things ready.
Dude, there's gonna be like 45 mini blocks that week. There's gonna be like, because if you think about it, like if we're doing a bunch of Nintendo content that day, we might as well just do a mini block for each game, right? Because like we're gonna want to talk in depth about these games.
Yes.
Right, and then like obviously that Thursday POW block recording, we'll do like an overall overview of E3, and we'll talk about our favorite things that were announced, which coincidental, since we're huge Nintendo fans, is gonna be everything. But we're gonna want to go in depth on the things that my plan in my head, how it's gonna go is, I work that morning, and I'm sure you're gonna be watching everything, and up like every 5 seconds I'm gonna get a text from Ed. This was announced. Yes. This was announced. This is a trailer. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so much to do. And then night.
But it seems that when I did the schedule, because I sent you the E3 schedule for Tuesday, I'm assuming that you'll still be able to watch it. I'm assuming you'll be on lunch at that time that it starts.
Oh yeah, E3, like, you sent me the schedule of E3, so we're obviously doing like the Bethesda and Microsoft watch along for Arsenal X, right? That's the plan that day. Saturday, the EA stuff, I don't think we need to do a watch along, but I think maybe, and I know Moose wants to talk EA and Bethesda with us, so he might join us for those if he's available. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of, I might just honestly just do like if you're watching the video version, it's a Nintendo Power Block background, whatever. I might just do a Nerds Gone Rogue E3 background. That way, like, if Matt's available and he wants to jump in for a little bit of a conversation, if Jesse's available, like, he's going to watch Arsenal X. So, like, there's some things I need to figure out before next week. But, like, for the Nintendo one specifically, I kind of want to go into the conference or the Nintendo showcase blind, and then we do the watch along after you already watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
because I'm not going to be posting anything, because I'll be taking notes for that and be ready for the show, because I got to do op 2 for that for like almost every showcase. So I'll be doing notes. I'll just have to email Jesse to be like, hey, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, like, watch it, shut up, and we'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
But just don't be hidden. Just if you're gonna say anything, say it directly to me, since we'll be watching it. But pretty much, shut it up. Love you, Jesse, but you gotta shut it up with the Nintendo one, because we gotta wait for Bossman to watch it. And people gonna be spoiling everything. And
I know I'm gonna like, while I'm in the bathroom peeing or something, I'm gonna scroll through Facebook or something. I'm gonna see all kinds of posts, obviously, but like, I want to go in at least a little surprised. I want to, like,
right.
I won't watch anything, but if there's an article or a headline, I'll be like, okay, that's good to know, at least, so. But yeah, our E3 plans for Nintendo specifically, that night we're going to do a live watch-along, a rewatch of the press conference. Then we'll do, probably POW Block will be late that week.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously we might only do one specific POW Block, but we'll do like a live watch-along. We'll do a ton of mini blocks on each of the announcements. And then that Friday show that week is going to be a big show. Is the plan. Man, I got a lot of shows to do that week, because it's like Nerds Gone Platinum. Actually, I think that's the week after. But like, I'm going to be on their 1-year anniversary episode. I'm going to be on Secret Friends Unite episode for E3 Nintendo. I know, we've got a bunch of shows to do. Like, it's going to be a crazy week.
It's probably busy.
Yeah, it's busy. So, but yeah, E3, I can't believe it's only 10 days away, man. I'm so excited.
It's just beginning. Like,
I know.
There's
been all kinds of, like, leaks and stuff too. Like today, allegedly there was the Assassin's Creed Odyssey leak with the Spartan helmet pins or keychains or whatever. There's been all kinds of things. Like the Fallout announcement was earlier than expected. The Destiny 2 expansion thing is on Tuesday, which I'll probably do something with that by myself, because I'm interested in that. Like,
which with the Destiny 2 one, I feel like they did announce something was coming for it, but I think they didn't have a official date when they was going to announce it.
Yeah, they said it was going to be the week before E3, but everybody thought it was going to be like Thursday or Friday, and it's going to be Tuesday. Okay. So, I mean, look, I'm sure they're going to announce during their live stream something for like an hour. They're going to play through some game modes or whatever, and then at E3 they'll do the PlayStation specific content. They'll be on Sony stage because they've got the exclusive stuff. So that's kind of what I'm expecting out of that. But anyways, we'll keep you guys posted. Follow us on Twitter at @ThatRetroCode, at CoreyandHD. We'll keep you posted. We'll figure it out, and join the Facebook group, because we'll be posting updates in there as well. So
yes.
Anyways, Ed, what have you been playing?
Just going to keep it simple. For Switch, play Ikaruga to try it out. Really enjoying that game.
Vertically?
Feels like an arcade. Vertically. Well, not my Switch being vertical, but just the regular screen. I just wanted to try it out, see how it goes, because this one is different. This is the arcade version of it.
Okay.
Because when you had it on consoles, you had to earn to get like free credits. In this one, you can set it to free play and play as long as you want and everything. So just played a little bit of that. Play State of Decay 2. Was going to start Battlefield Hardlines. Um, because I bought it and I just haven't started yet. I was gonna play it on Xbox One, and that's pretty much it of what I've been playing for lately. I've been getting some things ready for E3, and then for my podcast and stuff. So it's going to be very interesting for E3. But yeah, that's pretty much what all I've been playing and like keeping out and checking on the news and stuff. But yeah.
Nice. Nice. I mean, like I said, I haven't really been playing anything. I couldn't, like, sometimes when it gets late, but you still need that time to unwind, but you don't want to, like, put effort in anything. Like I said, that was me last night, so I put my effort elsewhere and made a new intro, which tonight, I'm going to work on the other 3 shows, partly because I've been promising Jason that I would be making the intro and outro for Nerds Gone Platinum, because they appreciate that I edit the show, but I feel like Jason wants to edit the show to make it feel more like their show, and,
Okay.
and like that, and like take some pressure off of me from editing everything, which is it's good, because then they can split out their show into segments. They can split their show out into the challenge versus the podcast versus the backlog stuff. So they want to do a bunch of different things that I just don't have time to do either. So that's good. I'm theirs is probably gonna be the one that I do first, but
Which
yeah,
is fine.
And I'm really excited for these new intros, man. I really kind of like the new Nerds Gone Rogue one.
Yeah, that one is really nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks better uncompressed on my laptop instead of like a crappy, like Facebook to Instagram compressed photo shared to a message in Facebook messages. Yeah, it's gonna look better. But I actually like the way it turned out. I thought it turned out really good. I mean, and Matt was like freaking out about it this morning, so that made me happy too.
It's funny, cause you send these videos to me and you be like, Ed, I want your approval. What you think? And it's just like, okay, let me make sure. Let me see with my eyes what needs to be worked on. Edit. Okay, it's good to go. I'm loving it. Yes.
Yeah. So, I'm really excited. I did. Because I asked you guys you and Jesse for like 5 or 6 games. And so I decided that, we each had 7 things in the Nerds Gone Rogue trailer. So I'm like, oh, we probably need like 7. So I kind of shoved Fortnite into yours and PUBG into Jesse's and like something else into mine. Something dumb. But just because I want to...
You said...
What?
You said 5 and 5.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
I know.
Okay.
And maybe I'll cut it down, but like we each had 7 in our intro, and it's like they're each only a second apart, like a second apiece. So like if I spread ours out to 1.5 to 2 seconds, I think maybe that'd be fine.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm just talking about it because I'm thinking about it. So, but we need to get into this podcast. We're 19 minutes in, and I haven't even talked about anything. So we're gonna get into these news bits. This first one comes from Nintendo Today. The Mega Man 11 is getting a release date and an amiibo. The amiibo looks really cool. Mega Man 11 is coming out October 2nd on Switch, digitally and physically, for $29.99. And there is a special amiibo edition, it seems like, that's coming exclusive to GameStop, and will feature a set of stickers and microfiber cloth as well to clean your Switch screen. The box art looks really cool. Mega Man 11 looks really cool. So it's coming October 2nd. How do you feel about Mega Man 11, Ed?
Yeah. Well, this. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna be. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Mega Man 9 and 10. I'm like, oh, those are the old school looking ones. And then 11 is the new edition. I can't believe 11 Mega Man games.
I mean, I think there's more like 120 Mega Man games, but
Well, yeah, but as for a series, like just the basic Mega Man ones, I'm like 11 games. That's good.
yeah, yeah. Are you excited for Mega Man 11?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I am. I'm excited. It it makes me want to play Mega Man 8. The animation does. And I know a lot of people don't like Mega Man 8, but I
that was
played
the
that.
PlayStation one, right?
Yes, the PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. Um, but I played that one like crazy on on PlayStation 1. So I'm tempted to go back and like just replay that game. But I mean, I'm loving what they are doing with the artwork and the stuff that they're adding. It's going to give me a good challenge. Uh, yeah. So bring it, Capcom. I
Yeah,
don't know what to do it physical or digital, but I'll probably get the physical copy, and then I'll try to get that Mega Man amiibo.
yeah. That Mega Man amiibo looks cool. It's gonna be really hard to get, I feel like, but I think it looks cool. So, well, Ed, something else has been announced. Team Sonic Racing has been announced for Switch. Sega has revealed the newest Sonic the Hedgehog game, making good on their teaser at South by Southwest of a Sonic racing title by announcing exactly that. Team Sonic Racing is a new Sonic-based racing title from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed Sumo Digital, releasing on the Switch as well as other platforms. While functionally similar to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed, the cast of this game is limited to Sonic and 14 of his friends, broken down into 3 types of power, technique, and of course speed. Players can take the rubber to the road in Grand Prix, time trial, and a new mode called Team Adventure. This story is from Game Informer. True to its name, Team Sonic Racing focuses on racing as a team. Racers work as a team to knock out opponents using team moves and using a team ultimate together. It's not clear if the team-based gameplay is only for team adventure mode or if the entire game centers around it, though it's likely we'll find out more at E3.
Um,
Cool. New Sonic racing game.
I have doubts about this game.
See, I really liked Sonic Racing Transformed.
I do too. That one was good. This one, my doubts are why they didn't show no gameplay for it.
Because they want to show it at E3, probably. I bet it'll be.
'Cause-
I bet it'll be part of the either. It'll
well,
probably be at
this
the
is
Nintendo booth. I bet at some
yeah,
point.
because it sounded like they hyped this announcement up, and then when they announced it, they were just like, "Here you go," and then here's 2 pictures, and then they walked off and closed the door, and it's just like, well, that's not an announcement. That's nothing big. Like you hyped this up, did a cinematic kind of look of the thing going down, said Team Sonic Racing coming, and then walked off, handed out some photos to some game journalists, and then closed the door. And this is like, well, that's no. That leaves us wondering, what is this game now?
It is kind of weird because they basically just like they could have just done all this at South by Southwest. Like they just
Yeah.
wasted time and resources to do this, and they didn't really show a lot. At least as of this recording, they haven't shown a lot. So like I don't know, maybe they'll release some trailers or gameplay footage on their YouTube page or something later, but like they just wasted so much marketing dollars for this. So I
This
don't,
and Fallout 76. It's
it's
just
just
like
weird. Yeah,
it's like
yeah, that Fallout release thing was weird too. Like, first of all, side tangent, and I'm sure we're gonna talk a lot about this on Arsenal X next week. But like,
mm,
the Fallout announcement was like, first of all, Fallout's not really a game for me anyway. Like, I can never get into those games. Well,
me neither.
I really liked what I played at Fallout 4 until I got stuck in a doorway and then it wouldn't let me out of the room because the door was
Uh,
glitched shut, and I just couldn't get out. And like all my previous, and like I hadn't been far enough to have like autosave. Like it was like an hour and a half of progress, and I was like, nope, I'm done. Goodbye.
the Bethesda jank.
Yeah, I know. So like, but like adding survival elements to like that style of game, I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. Like I've already talked to you and Jesse about State of Decay this weekend for Squaggles. I'm like, maybe Jesse should just stream it with you guys while I join the conversation and play something else. Because like I cannot get into survival or management games. Like certain like simulation management games I can get into, like City Skylines I downloaded on Xbox through Game Pass, and I'm like so excited to try that out. Or like Roller Coaster Tycoon is a game we bring up often on our shows.
Yeah,
it's like one of my favorite games of all time. But like when you have to like manage a group of people and like feed them and make them drink clean water, and then you don't have clean water, so you have to clean the water before you feed it to them, or like construct houses and bedding and stuff that I can't. That's a lot, man, that I just can't do. So it's not that those mechanics are bad, it's just the type of game that's not for me, you know. So like putting that in a Fallout game, gosh, how many bugs are going to be in this if they use that engine? Although I think they're using the ESO engine, which is a lot cleaner, the Elder Scrolls Online engine.
Okay. Yeah,
so, which is like
sense.
a lot cleaner. So, because it has to run on online, and you don't want glitches online. So, like,
you're right.
I mean, I guess, but like, man, that's. Ooh. Anyways, I really thought it was going to be like a Fallout 3 anniversary or a Fallout New Vegas style thing. Honestly, I really thought it was, but whatever. I don't really care either way. To be honest with you, I'm just not a Fallout guy.
We still got more for E3, so
I know, dude. Bethesda Rage 2 though looks amazing.
It does.
Oh, it looks
awesome.
It
really does.
It looks awesome. But anyways, we're gonna get to our next story here. Enough Xbox talk. Download Arsenal X every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Eastern on your podcast service of choice, or watch us on video on youtube.com/ngrradio.
Yay!
Sorry with the plugs. I have to.
No,
I'm trying to do better. Our next story also comes from Game Informer. Hyper Light Drifter releasing on the Switch with exclusive content this summer. Hyper Light Drifter, an artistic action game with shades of A Link to the Past, was announced for Switch some time ago, but developers Heart Machine and Abbey Light are adding some extra content for the port's summer release. A new weapon, a double sword, is being added to the game. The more powerful weapon will only be available later in the game, so players don't have to worry about the Switch version's new exclusive weapon ruining the game's balance for them. A brand new area is also being added to the Switch version, giving you some room to play around with the double sword. Hyper Light Drifter was crowdfunded on Kickstarter in 2013 and funded in a day. Part of the stretch goal included a Wii U and Vita version, which were canceled due to the lack of proper engine support on those consoles. With the Switch officially and enthusiastically supporting Game Maker, however, Hyper Light Drifter was confirmed for the hybrid console. The game will launch on Switch this summer. Blah, blah, blah. You can read the reviews here. Our take, it says, I've admittedly been pretty lax about playing this game, and should probably change. I'm eager to take the Switch version for a spin. So yeah, Hyper Light Drifter getting some cool new things for the Switch version. Isn't there co-op coming too?
Yes, it is. They're claiming this one to be the definitive edition of the game.
Awesome. I wonder if the other versions will get updated at a later date. You know,
that probably they could. I mean, it would just seem fair. But if I was them, if no one's really playing it on the other machines, and it's pretty hard to tell if there are, it'll be a cool update, and then for them to focus on their new project.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't really care. I have it on PS4, but like I said, I've been wanting this game on a what do you call it? Handheld for some time. Like I thought maybe like Vita or whatever, but anyways. Ed, there's some breaking news. There's some breaking news. More of a rumor, but Game Informer has received an image of a Switch what is this? It's a Switch pamphlet for the Nintendo booth, and an image has surfaced that a lot of unannounced games have possibly leaked. Game Informer, breaking news, rumor. Possible E3 design pamphlet leaks Switch ports, including Fortnite. An image has popped up on message boards and social media today showing off what appears to be a placement document for banners of games at Nintendo's E3 booth. The list, which appears to be one page and at minimum not representative of everything that could be at the booth, lists a number of games that have been long speculated to come to Switch. Now, take this with a grain of salt, but this pamphlet is pretty official. Seems pretty official. The first is Fortnite, which is unsurprising as Epic is very keen on getting that game on every possible platform ever made. Other games include Dragon Ball FighterZ, Fighters, yeah. Overcooked 2, Paladins, and Paladins, which is high-res Studios multiplayer shooter. Also shown is Starlink, Ubisoft's Toys to Life Starship game that appeared at last year's Ubisoft conference, but has not been seen since. Other games on this include Killer Queen Black, FIFA 19, Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, Mario Tennis Aces, and of course Super Smash Brothers. Is this document real? It's hard to say. Its origins are certainly suspect, but nothing on this list is incredibly shocking, as the developers of all of these games have spoken about wanting to put them on Switch for some time. It will be interesting to see if these rumors bear fruit when E3 opens on June 12th. But Nintendo's own E3 press conference takes place at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, noon Eastern. Game Informer's Our Take says, I'm inclined to believe this is only because it is relatively mundane. In an age of ubiquitous smartphones, printed documents that show off things like this are more than likely to get out, and the lack of spectacle probably means no one is trying to hunt down the leaker for it. But like I said, take with a grain of salt. We'll see. It's a very interesting image.
We know FIFA 19 is coming to Switch.
Yep, and we know Monster Hunter, Mario Tennis Aces, Starlink. So, I mean, none of these are especially surprising.
Yeah.
Well, Dragon Ball Fighters is kind of surprising. I feel like, but I mean, with all the 2D fighters that are going on Switch, like, I guess it's not really that surprising. It just surprised me a little bit, but that's kind of cool though. That's a big list of games.
Yeah,
Overcooked 2 is a interesting one, considering that game literally just came out like 4 months ago on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm taking this with a river of salt. And we might actually.
Where are you gonna store all this salt, Ed?
What? We might actually have to do an expansion pass about this. Expansion pack. I keep saying pass.
I know.
Sorry.
Pass is X. That was a very bad decision to name those shows so close together.
Yeah. So that might get a rebranding soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. But this makes me sad in a sense that everybody want to leak all this news, because it makes E3 less surprising. You know, I grew up in an age where if I wanted to know all my E3 news, I was getting August edition of EGM and GamePro.
Yeah. My thing is though with like this type of thing, I feel like the things that are not surprising are going to be printed out on the pamphlet. But you know there's like pamphlets out there that says untitled Switch game scheduled to be revealed on this date. Like, it doesn't necessarily have the logo on these pamphlets. They'll just reveal it, you know? Like the big games, like possibly that Star Fox Racing game, or a third Donkey Kong Country game, or Wonderful 101 port, or, you know. So.
Yeah, but I feel like developers should not give Walmart anything.
Walmart.
Pamphlets and stuff shouldn't be given out to the EA E3 committee until the week of E3.
Yeah.
Because people who want to be at the show, I think they can't be there until Monday. Because consumers ask, or people who bought a ticket to go to E3. I think that Sunday night they should get it. And, people are going to be taking pictures of, or trying to be sneaking in and taking pictures of the booth and posting them and stuff.
Yeah.
No. And it's just, to me, it ruins the magic. Because I want to be happy, and everybody going to be like, well, the leak was true. And I'm just like, well, okay, so it's true or it's true. Yeah. I'm like, but it ruins the excitement. Whether people fake it or it's real and stuff, it kind of ruins just being excited about E3. We get excited by our predictions, and we want our predictions to come true when the company actually does the reveal and confirmation.
Yeah. I like you said, take it with a grain of salt. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of these games. I would be really upset if like a lot of Nintendo's first party stuff would be leaked.
Right.
I don't know. Some of these smaller games don't really excite me. I mean, it's cool that they're coming, but they just, I don't know. I would be sad if like there was just this huge image of Star Fox on a pamphlet somewhere. Like that kind of stuff. So, but we'll see. Anyways, Ed, speaking of games coming to Switch.
Yes.
This comes from Nintendo Life. EA says FIFA 19 on Switch will build upon its custom engine to improve graphics. I don't know, those graphics are pretty good. Just throwing it out there. FIFA 18's graphics were pretty good. Despite the almost inevitable FIFA 19 not receiving any official announcement on or specific platform confirmation, it appears the Switch version of the game is firmly in the minds of the team at EA Sports. Speaking to Dream Team FC, FIFA 18 producer Andre Lazaruscu has spilled the beans on how the newest installment will run on Nintendo's console. Unsurprising, the game will be running on the same custom-built engine as FIFA 18 did before it, but players can expect to see boosts in graphic details as the studio learns from and gets to grips with the new engine. The intent was never to have a one-off custom engine that we're never going to touch again. It was to have that as a baseline and build from there. Where's my Madden, EA? Where's my Madden? Lazarus Rescue then went on to note how some improvements are already noticeable in the recently released World Cup update, which has been causing some trouble for Switch users since launch. Added crowd features such as face paint and hats seem better than what you would expect in the core version. We'll see more of that in the upcoming years, so that means they're probably in it for the long haul, which is good.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I didn't really have an issue with the way FIFA looked on Switch. Like, you were there. We've said it a million times. You were here and saw it running in action. It actually looked really good. Like, some of the background stuff looked kind of whatever, but like the core gameplay and on-field stuff and in-stadium stuff looked great.
Right. I think now that they learned the engine, they could go in and do more to improve it. So that's good.
Yeah. So I don't know if, like, part of me wants to get it, but part of me is like, you already have 18 and you're not so into soccer that it's like you're gonna need to run out and get it every year. But I am interested to see how well this version sells. Now that there's more Switches out there. So we'll see. I might just get it just on principle of saying, hey, I want more sports games on Switch. Where's my Madden?
I just hope that EA gives it fair marketing.
Yeah.
They don't really market their games well, and I think that was the reason why it didn't do so well. Well, it did well on Switch for that being out and having a good holiday, but they need to market the game so people could be interested in buying it when it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm super, super interested to see what it looks like. I, I think FIFA plays great on Switch. It looks great. I'm always interested in sports games on the go, so yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. There was something else I wanted to talk about real quick. Here it is. This comes from Game Informer. Mega Man X inspired Rogue Light 20XX is coming to consoles, including Switch. 20XX, a platformer rogue light that draws heavily from Capcom's Mega Man X series, is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch this July. The platformer launched on Steam Early Access in 2014 and has been built upon by developers Battery Staple and Firehose Games. 20XX hit version 1.0 last year. The title takes Mega Man X's platforming gameplay and inserts it into pre-designed chunks that are stitched together, similar to something like Rogue Legacy. That's pretty cool. I mean, for Mega Man X fans, they're getting I would say they're getting a Mega Man X game pretty much, but we're already getting the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, so
Right.
It's cool though.
I've never heard of it.
I think when they started this game, they probably thought Capcom wasn't going to do anything with Mega Man. So it's cool though.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, so I'm interested to see how it is.
Yeah. Well, Ed, something interesting has happened. This isn't really news. It's more of a random kind of topic thing. Programmer gets Super Nintendo games running on the NES with a bit of hacking. Tom Murphy, aka Tom7, comes from Nintendo Life, by the way, has found a way to manipulate NES cartridges so they can truly outperform what would usually be expected of them. Tom hacks the circuit boards of these cartridges equipped with mini computers. He hacks them with Raspberry Pi 3s. The cartridges, not the consoles themselves, the cartridges, with hosts of SNES ROMs, which are filtered through a special program, translating the necessary data into something that NES can read and essentially display on a TV. Wow, this is interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to see what's happening here. It's really kind of weird looking, actually. He's playing Super Mario World through an NES cart on an NES. That's insane. It's really washed out, though. Ooh, those colors look bad. But it's playing. So, that's kind of cool, I guess. I didn't know, when I read the first paragraph, I didn't know he was using Raspberry Pis to hack the NES carts, but interesting that he's using the carts instead of he's using the NES untouched. It's the carts that he's hacking. So that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, I know at one point Raspberry Pi was popular. People were getting it and using it as like mini computers and video game systems and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's kind of about it. Out this week though. Oh, the other game that was announced this week was Lego DC Supervillains. It's coming to Switch in October. You get to play through a DC villain story by creating your own villain. This is the first time you get to create your own character in a Lego game. And as you progress through the game, it gives you light RPG mechanics to create your own powers and take them through ability trees. So that's cool. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, also out this week, Just Shapes and Beats, the music bullet hell shooter or action game is out. Well, it's out. It was out yesterday. If you're listening to this on Friday, so I know we were talking a lot about that game, and I know Ed, you're the one that was interested in this game, right? I can't keep everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't picked it up yet or anything, but I'm gonna get it probably after the show. So Sunday, everybody look forward to it. Also Sunday, look forward to my play of my reporting, I should say, Pokemon Quest. I didn't pick it up today too. Like I said, I was getting some other things done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, one thing before I get to this last story. That Splatoon thing is supposedly happening next week, next Thursday or Friday.
mm-hmm.
Remember when they said something like they were gonna announce something for Splatoon that was gonna shock the world or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happening next week. So we might have a mini block on Splatoon next week, just to let everybody know.
Oh, cool. Dude, I was still trying to find the starter pack. They still don't have it at Target. They ran out. I'm like, dang it.
That's crazy that they just haven't restocked it. That's insane. Last story for today. A Hylian Shield edition of Legend of Zelda 2DS XL is coming exclusively to GameStop in the US. Nintendo has revealed the latest addition to its ever-growing catalog of cosmetic options for 3DS family of systems. This time around sees a Zelda-inspired new Nintendo 2DS XL, and it's certainly rather eye-catching. The design looks like Link's famous Hylian Shield. The system is launching exclusively in GameStop on July 2nd at a suggested retail price of $159.99. Now you might say, hey, Corey, that's $10 more than a normal 2DS. Why is that? Well, let me tell you. It's coming with a preloaded version of A Link Between Worlds on the system. So, getting A Link Between Worlds for $10. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Love that game.
Which now there might be a sequel to that.
I'm still saying there's going to be a Link's Awakening remake.
I'll be all for it.
I was almost 100% certain that was happening until they announced that Grezzo was making Luigi's Mansion, the Luigi's Mansion remake instead. But then I found out Grezzo didn't make A Link Between Worlds, so it really doesn't matter. So that's exciting, though. That's a cool, I don't know who doesn't own a 3DS by now, but this is a cool option. Or, for collectors who have the money and don't want to buy games and just want to buy consoles all the time. There's another option for you. So,
yes.
But that's going to do it, I think, for the news and everything. Actually, that's going to do it for Power Block because there are things I need to get done today. But, yeah. That was a good episode. Like I said, The Pokemon episode went up earlier this week. If you want to get your Pokemon news, check the last mini block episode that was up on the Nintendo Power Block podcast feed or youtube.com/NGR Radio and look under mini block. You'll find it there as well. Or on NGRradio.com. You can also find it there. Probably still on the front page. We haven't posted that much stuff since, so... yeah, it's like the fourth or fifth story down on NGRradio.com. You can go there and get all the information you need. If there's any more details that come out between now and next week, we'll touch on it then. But, yeah. Anyways,
Yes.
Ed, this was a good show. A nice, tight, compact. Got our E3 coverage in there. We got our news in there. So, yeah.
Had some discussions. Yeah.
Remember, you can follow us on social media at NGR Powblock. You can follow us on Facebook. Go join our group, facebook.com/groups/Nintendo Powblock. Like us on Facebook at Nerds Gone Rogue. Join us. It's a good time. Check out Expansion Pack every Monday at noon. Check out Season 2 of Pod and Play. Full season is up on youtube.com/NGRradio.
Yes.
Check out the Nindies Showcase starting June 23rd. And Pod and Play Season 3 is underway.
Yes.
So, Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at @RetroCode, and you can check out Optional Opinion on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and tune in. Also, everybody, I updated my rhyme review, so you can check it out at ngrradio.com, and go to SoundCloud, look up Optional Opinion, and you can hear my review in audio form.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, please check out ngrradio.com. It's almost done. Almost done, Ed. Almost
Yay!
done. So, check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me at CoreyandHD on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find me on a plethora of other content here on Nerds Gone Rogue. Download Nintendo Power Block every Tuesday and Friday on your podcast service of choice. If it is not on the podcast service you want to listen to it, shoot us an email at nintendopowerblock@gmail.com. Send us your questions. I'm sure we're going to have a lot surrounding E3, so please send us your questions. We want to do some cool stuff. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next week,
Bye.